Head north from downtown Boston and you'll make your way to Willett Stadium, which plays host to the top team in the Eastern Conference tonight. Philadelphia Union 2 have been the top outfit in Next Pro this year. Fresh off a 4-0 thrashing, Philly looked for 3 more points against the New England side that hopes to hit the reset button and get back in the win column today. This is match week 17 of MLS Next Pro. Glad to have you alongside us. I'm AJ Ricketts. Philadelphia topped the power rankings after last week. No problems on the road at Toronto. A barrage of 4 first-half goals, ensuring there'll be nothing to sweat about the rest of the way. Meanwhile, New England have lost 4 of 5. However, this is the club that finished second in the East last year. There's a DNA of success and talented academy products who've already gone on to prove themselves at the first-team level. A look at the Eastern Conference standings shows Philly a point ahead of Cincinnati, both teams with 15 games played. Philadelphia 9 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, and a pair of shootout victories. New England sit in 12th. A win tonight puts them right back in a striking distance of 8th as we're more than halfway through the MLS Next Pro season. A look at the starting 11s. First for Revs 2, guided by Richie Williams. New England out in a 4-3-3 tonight without the services of the club's all-time leading scorer and co-scoring leader this season. Marcos Diaz called up with the first team tonight. So across the front 3, it'll be Alex Moniz, Gevork Diarbian, one of the most promising prospects out of the academy, 19-year-old Malcolm Fry, who signed a homegrown contract last year. New England was shut out in their last match against Cincinnati, just the second time that has happened all season. The starting 11 for Philadelphia, led by Marlon LeBlanc, 4-1-2-1-2 shape, and young Kevin Sullivan makes his 4th start of the season. 8 appearances and assists so far for the 14-year-old, who of course made headlines earlier this year, signing the largest homegrown contract in MLS history, that Manchester City clause when he turns 18. But right now, for the next couple of years, continuing to grow and develop in this Philadelphia system. Many eyes will be watching if tonight is the night Sullivan notches his first professional goal. Elsewhere in the starting 11, Ed Davis has been fantastic this year up front. 8 goals for Davis has him second in the MLS Next Pro Golden Boot race. Melinda Oma is our referee tonight. Temps in the high 80s today in southern New Hampshire. It started to rain a little bit over the course of this evening. The chances of that should go down over the course of the night. Right now, wet conditions in Willett Stadium. No lightning in the area, so we should be good for kickoff here between New England and Philadelphia on MLSNextPro.com. A pleasure to have you with us. AJ Ricketts alongside you for this one. Philadelphia have been class, 32 points. Some dynamic offensive playmaking. New England have taken a step back after the success of last year that led to an Eastern Conference final appearance against Columbus Crew, and always the matriculation of players from Next Pro to the first team, or how many academy players you use. There's such a fluctuation of that year in and year out. There, of course, is valid reason for a lack of consistency at the Next Pro level compared to the first team counterparts, but certainly a DNA of success. Malcolm Fry signed a homegrown contract last year. What contributions he make up front potentially? McIntosh steady along the back line in that right back spot, just selected to the MLS Next All-Star game. New England trying to clean some things up defensively. Did better last week against Cincinnati. Can they continue that theme here at home? About 45 minutes without traffic, usually maybe an hour plus to get to this venue from downtown Boston. Here in southern New Hampshire, Philadelphia Union and New England Revolution. Fun one in store here tonight. New England starts us off. We're underway in southern New Hampshire. Union and Revs 2. Philadelphia moving from left to right. Andro Soria and Edward Davis, the 19 and 17-year-olds up front, as this is flicked forward quickly to Davis. Early intriguing chance here is negated by J.D. Gunn, who comes out of goals for the Revs. Davis had a brace last time out for Union. He scored 3 goals in the last 2 matches. He is hungry for more goals. 13th start of the season for Davis, the 17-year-old who has impressed many in this Philadelphia system. Certainly Sullivan has received plenty of attention throughout the course of this year, deservedly so, but you have to keep an eye on Davis. This is sprayed out to the far side. CJ Only, another productive player this year. This shot ripped from the top of the 18 and a bit wide on the first shot attempt of the match. Sullivan, the first shot attempt of the game, didn't quite strike that right, but aggressive in his early moments here in this match. There will be to Philadelphia here. Absolutely no problem for the Union last time out at Toronto. I mentioned that 4-0 win. Kyle Tucker opened up the scoring in the 8th minute. Davis had a goal 4 minutes later. Frankie Westfield recently just signed a contract. He scored in the 20th minute, and then Davis bagged his brace in the 31st minute. So in a span of 23 minutes, Philadelphia put up 4 goals on the road, and it was smooth sailing the rest of the way. Mike Sheridan in goal. He had 3 saves. Didn't have too much action in that one. Sheridan in goal once again for the Union. J.D. Gunn for New England. Gunn starts his 5th consecutive match of the year. New England outshot 16-8 last time around. And just 3 shots on goal in their 1-0 loss at Cincinnati. .93 expected goals. They've been dealing with some injuries over the course of the year. Players called up to the first team as well. That's certainly the case today. Diaz has been a source of success offensively when it's been a good day for New England over the course of the season. And it's an opportunity with the absence of Diaz for Diarbion, Alex Monis, Older Escobar potentially, and of course Malcolm Fry, the 19-year-old academy product. It's a foul here on Philadelphia. And a free kick for New England. Patrick Leal restarts, the new native, 21 years old, 2 goals, 4 assists this season for Leal. Will be a spot kick here for Philadelphia after that sequence. Really nice response from the Union last time out with that 4-0 win. The game prior to that, the worst loss of the season against New York Red Bulls to 4-1. So from a 4-1 defeat to a 4-0 victory, Marlon LeBlanc's side doing very well to bounce back from one of the few disappointments, real disappointing efforts of the season. They have been remarkably consistent this year. Not just at the next pro level, certainly in the academy levels as well. We follow the GA Cup or the MLS Next Cup playoffs. There are a lot of talents, things to look forward to from this academy system. I know the first team has caused some consternation this year, a crushing loss a couple days ago, as this is carried into the 6. J.D. Gunn jumps up for it with no problem. Malcolm Fry with some nifty dribbling lays it off to Eric Klein and switch to the far side. McIntosh plays it forward, making an underlapping run. Escobar. We'll switch it over to Al Hasnawi. Good ball into the left half of the circle. Dispossessed. That'll be a foul on Escobar, the 17-year-old from Malden, Massachusetts. Escobar, very talented academy product, was named the Academy Player of the Year. Helped the U19s to 2 consecutive Next Cup championships. Just look at that challenge again. Vasquez trying to get the counter started. Escobar a bit too physical. Nothing more though than a foul. Gut didn't quite strike that like he wanted to. Goes out of play for a Philadelphia throw. Union 2, 34 goals in 15 matches. That's the best mark in MLS Next Pro. They've been in a verve since the start of May, have only lost twice in the last 2+ months. That does include a 4-match win streak to their name as well. On paper, they are certainly the favorites here tonight. New England looked more formidable last time out, particularly on the defensive side. That has been a weak point for New England this year. Their offense has been capable. Now Philadelphia in the attacking third. Sliced across, some contact in the box. Whistles blow the play dead because it looks like there was head-to-head contact there. Edward Davis is down for Philadelphia. Watch in the middle of your screen here. Looks like Gio Calderon and Davis get tangled up. Calderon did well to use his body to stop the run. Calderon, the 22-year-old from Connecticut, just signed a professional contract with Rev 2 through this season 3 days ago. It's his first professional appearance with the club. Recently played with Ventura County Fusion in USL League 2. Notable match here today for Calderon, taking the pitch, his first action with Revs 2. Just quickly finds himself in a collision, being attended to by the athletic training staff. Davis is on his feet, going through concussion protocols as well. Davis, Calderon still being attended to here. Another look, again, middle of your screen. Yeah, there's that head-to-head contact immediately, grabbing the side of his head. It does look to be okay, walking off on his own strength. He got cut up a little bit around the ear or so, holding a pad around that area. Nothing about that sequence looked particularly pleasant, but it does appear that both players are okay. Calderon will be back on here momentarily. See Davis finishing his protocols there on the left side of your screen. Sullivan playing a little bit higher for the moment with Davis at midfield. An opportunity here for New England to work into a spell of possession. Haven't had much of it controlled over the course of this match as Davis now jogs back in, looks to be okay. Santiago Suarez plays it back. Suarez recently had his first professional goal a couple of matches ago against Crown Legacy, the 18-year-old from California. It's been a consistent part of that back four for New England. McIntosh couldn't play it to a teammate. Now roped down the field. Davis is cut off by Suarez. Well played defensively. He does concede a corner kick here, first of the match for Philadelphia. Good look at the mentality there of the Union as well. When that ball was played down the field, it looked momentarily like it was a 1-on-2 with Davis sandwiched with a pair of defenders. Eventually, Suarez having to concede that corner kick. Davis with great speed, physicality, and again, a knack for scoring goals here this season. First corner kick of the match here for Philadelphia. CJ Olney, low ball, takes a hop, easily dealt with by Alex Monis. They'll reset. This time played short. Olney swings it into the box, headed back, and into the goal. Philadelphia have scored. Off the set piece, swung back into the box, and Westfield, it appears, got the head to that. Philadelphia 1-0 over New England. Just signing his first contract days ago. That might be an own goal, actually. Looks like it might have bounced off the head of McIntosh. Westfield celebrates. He was in the area. Let's look again here. Yeah, that's an own goal. That is a tough break for McIntosh, who's had such a fabulous season. Recently was just announced as the 4th New England player to eventually feature in the MLS Next All-Star game. He put it in a dangerous spot, and good things can happen. Philadelphia go on top 1-0 on the own goal. Foul on New England there. You know, it's interesting. At the stadium, they announced that it was Berdacio who scored, but everyone was celebrating with Frankie Westfield, number 39. And Westfield had that look on his face as if to say, yeah, I helped contribute. I was in the area. I put the defender in a tough position, but I wasn't the one to get ahead to it. Again, on those replays, we don't have the super tight angle. It was a good look by our camera crew. It certainly looked like it was just an unfortunate bounce off the head from McIntosh. New England trying to get it back here. It will bounce harmlessly into the arms of Mike Sheridan. It's almost surprising to see it take that kind of bounce. Felt like New England was well positioned defensively. A lot of blue jerseys around where that was sent in centrally. That's bad luck, and New England have already had a difficult enough time scoring goals this year. An own goal, that for it all the more frustrating. And yeah, looking at the stat sheet now, it is credited as an own goal to McIntosh. So we'll see how the young 16-year-old bounces back the rest of the way. This shot from well outside the box. Not on target there. It's 40 yards out. Not troubling J.D. Gunn in any way. Gunn in goal, product of the University of Memphis. Panama City native as well. 10th start of the season for Gunn. Reminder, this match brought to you by Gillette Labs. With exfoliating bar, Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. bit away from Gillette Stadium right here for Revolution, which is on the south side, of course, of Boston. About 45 minutes to an hour north of the city here at Southern New Hampshire University. The rain has subsided a bit. Good to see after a brief spell of rain a few minutes ago. The task all the more difficult here for New England, who were shut out in their last match for just the second time this season. 2 matches ago, one of their better performances of the year offensively. And that was after they went down by 5 goals to score 3 in the second half. Richie Williams very pleased how they responded in the final 45 minutes. This will be a throw for Philadelphia here. Talked to Richie Williams about that game against FC Cincinnati last time out. Said, I thought we definitely defended way better than we had the previous game, the first half. Thought for the most part they were pretty consistent in their efforts. He says that's a word we continue to use with their guys being younger, inexperienced players. How can you be consistent over 90 minutes and defend as a group over long periods of time? Philly now threatening once again. Into the box, shot taken and scored! Kevin Sullivan, the youngest player in MLS Next Pro, opens his professional account. The 14-year-old, his 4th start of the season, finds the net. Watch this run here. Blazes by his defender, invited to shoot in the box, and he takes full advantage of the opportunity. There is hype, there are expectations, and there is substance with this young man. He's a talent that has caught the eyes of soccer enthusiasts around the globe. This very well may be the first of many, many goals to come. Kevin Sullivan, his first MLS Next Pro goal. He knew it was bound to happen soon. Inserted into the starting lineup today, 4th time of the season. And that will be one that is seen by many Union supporters, Man City supporters, soccer fans all across the country later today. And his first appearance of the year, notched an assist. Just minutes after coming in off the bench. You had the feeling heading into this one with how New England have struggled defensively over the course of the season. Players playing up for Philly, a chance here for Sullivan to start. This might be the game he notches that first goal. There it is. Now New England quickly with their backs against the wall here at home. Philadelphia is continuing his positive spirit of play that they showed in the first half last time out at Toronto. They'd love to have another first half barrage of 4 goals. They're well on their way to doing that here, 2 through less than 20 minutes. Sullivan's pathway to where he is now has certainly been well chronicled. It's maybe not as well known. It's certainly a full circle dynamic with Sullivan in Philadelphia. Union head coach Jim Curtin, he played for Sullivan's grandfather at Villanova back in the day. As this is sent in, Davis trying to threaten once more. It is parried back out. Larry Sullivan, the head coach from 1991 through 2007 at Villanova. So for knowing the family for such a long time, Curtin has been well aware of Kevin Sullivan's development since he was a young kid. Philadelphia threatening again, loops into the middle, played back out. Here's Sullivan. Coming off his first goal just moments ago. CJ only lays it back. Now Sullivan on the far side. Plays it in. Across the mouth of goal, it'll sail out of play. Again, it's a good ball there from Sullivan. Will be a goal kick here for New England. Let's take another look. You had 3 Union players in the box. Just unable to wasn't able to get a foot on it. That was Soria who was making an effort. Curtin was talking about the dynamic he had with the family. He said, I knew Quinn, who was on first team, of course. Kevin was the youngest one. And as it often goes, the youngest brother tries to keep up with his older brothers. He had two of them, and they're also good players. He said you'd see them on different sporting fields all over the Philadelphia area. He said the legend of Kevin kind of grew. He has been really impressed with the 14-year-old. He says, I think he's a pretty mature kid. We know there's going to be some bumps along the way. We know that. We're excited to see how he continue to grow in this system. So own goal for McIntosh. Kevin Sullivan's first professional goal. It's 2-0 here, early. Philadelphia have shown very recently, even with some early scores, they have no intention of taking the foot off the gas. Initially defended well. Be careful here, Escobar now played back. Masnawi. Come deep, Malcolm Fry's having to play back at the moment. It's an easy clearance from Pierre. Back and forth a bit here as Leal settles back to Fry. Monis being hounded by Macania.
Come on!
When trying to figure some things out here in possession. Leal, that ball easily handled by Philadelphia and sent back to Suarez. Revs 2 searching for their first shot of the match. Ryan trying to win possession back here. Block has no shortage of options to insert into this Union 2 lineup. Really all over the pitch. Impressive display. It's very easy to see why they've put up 32 points, 15 matches so far this year. Mentioned Sheridan in goal. Andre Blake has been injured. They brought on Andrew Rick up to the first team. He started with them a couple of times as well. So Sheridan getting a bit more experience now with the next pro team. Third matchup of the season between New England and Philadelphia. Union taking both of them. A 2-1 scoreline and a 3-1 scoreline as well. Back on May 19th, Chris Donovan scored twice in that match. He was getting some time with the next pro side to sharpen some things. Here's Sullivan on the turn. Sullivan pivoting central, he'll lay it off. Olney got over the head of Davis. JD Gunn secures. Philadelphia probing. Sullivan, a great touch on the distribution, and a corner kick earned from Philadelphia. This connection there as Frankie Westfield was playing out the 18-year-old who's started in all 15 matches for Union 2, primarily at the left back spot. 4 goals, it's his second most on the team. 5 assists as well. Looking to cross it in once more on the ground and sent just left of the post, but it will be a corner. It's been the Union on the front foot the entirety of this match. Yet another cross in, watch out now, just high. Davis couldn't direct it towards goal. That was Pierre, beg your pardon. Pierre coming in from that center back spot. He's one of the tallest, most physical players here. There's Pierre, right side of your screen. Getting in position here. Probably wants that one back, to be quite honest. Diagonal ball to Malcolm Fry, a little bit too far out in front. Pierre got some, was a big part of Philadelphia's run in the MLS Next playoffs recently in Nashville, and you could just see how much of an impact he made defensively. Looks like a pro player. Committing the foul here. And Pierre's he's going to go into the book for that challenge. First booking of the match on Pierre right in front of the bench there. Look at it. Certainly gets into the back. Revolution player. A bit of consternation from the bench as well. Maybe a little missed, certainly not maybe, certainly a little mistimed from Pierre, but maybe a little bit harsh in the end. Nevertheless, the first booking of the match. Got an athletic trainer out on the pitch as well. Looks like D'Arbion was being attended to for a moment. Now there'll be a hydration break. So teams will have a moment, hydration break here. Now 30 minutes in, it's 2-0 Philadelphia, who have controlled the entire tenor and tempo of this match. 4-0 advantage in shots taken. 6-0 advantage in touches in the opponent's box. The own goal from McIntosh in the 12th minute. Some misfortune New England's way. Kevin Sullivan with an excellent individual effort in the 18th minute to make it 2-0 to Philadelphia. Let's take a look at both of them. So that first goal coming off the corner kick, played into the box, 35+ yards out, and that's just bad luck for McIntosh. He's been so good as a defender this entire season, and what has been a leaky New England back four. McIntosh has shown potential for what he can do moving forward, but a mistake there. But Westfield celebrated, he was closest to it. And now Sullivan pivoting to his right. Nobody stepped up, and Sullivan finds the net for his first professional goal. A confident strike with the 14-year-old, youngest player in the league. Scores here in the 18th minute. Hard to nitpick anything from a Philadelphia perspective, isn't it? He looks smooth, confident. Putting New England on the back foot, having to defend constantly. New England need to figure some things out soon, as Philadelphia has plenty of intentions about replicating their first half scoreline with Toronto from last week. Start here for Philadelphia. Now remember, if Sullivan appears for the Union before July 29th, and at the time of his signing, that was the expectation. And I felt like there was a handball for a moment there. The whistle blows it dead. It will go New England's way. Sullivan would surpass Freddie Adu as the youngest player to appear in MLS. So Sullivan said, I think that'd be cool to have a record. It doesn't really matter to me if I beat that or not. He said, everyone's on their own journey. It's not where I start all of this, it's where I finish it. Jim Curtin has certainly been asked about the timeline. He told ESPN if he's healthy, he'll do it. Sullivan certainly looks pretty healthy right now. You wonder, moving forward at some point soon, if Sullivan will have that MLS debut. He's making a great case for it today. I mean, you talk about the Union first team. They're 14th in the East, coming off a devastating loss to Chicago on Wednesday. They're up 3-1 after the 80th minute, lost 4-3. So down a couple players in international duties. This is crossed in. They couldn't find Fry, but it had been called out of play a moment before that. So Union below 500. Julian Carranza's heading out in the summer transfer window, 14th out of 15 in the East. Defense has been suspect over the course of the year. Another look at the run here. Offside flag was up, I should say. It wasn't about the ball crossing the line first. Last year, Philadelphia finished the season in 4th place with 55 points. They had 57 goals scored, conceded 41 times. This year, still 13 games left to play. They've already conceded 39 times, just 2 goals off of what they gave up all of last year. As this is dealt with around the 18 and sent out of play, conceding a throw-in here for New England. United Healthcare is proud to help the New England Revolution defend the fort. Now, Philadelphia's credit offensively, they're averaging slightly more goals per game this year. They're tied for the second best offensive record in the East with 36 goals. But given they're second to last in the East, that is a little consolation to Jim Curtin and company. So I'll tell you what, with numbers where they are right now, maybe a little bit of the mindset of why not? See how he can help and contribute, but you don't want to sacrifice individual development just for a whimsical chance to see how that might help. But I don't think it would be of that nature. He very well can make a difference as this slides through. Union are in an interesting place right now, aren't they? Obviously coming off the best 5-year run in franchise history at the Supporter Shield in 2020, MLS Cup Final in 2022, Eastern Finals last year. Some things to figure out right now. I guess there's still time with the 13 matches left. Progress needs to be made quickly. Nice ball here from Sullivan, although it's glanced off the head of Revs defender. Otherwise, that might have been something promising. Fry got it back. The player's blown dead. Two soccer balls on the pitch there for a moment. I get that cleared off quickly. Klein. Malcolm Fry feels like he's had to spend a lot of time away from that left side up front, where he started. Hasn't had a lot of offensive touches in the attacking third. That's going to be a card. Older Escobar going into the book. Second player booked today, along with Pierre of Philadelphia. Escobar with a bit of a shove there. Gabo going to the ground.
Issued a yellow card, number 7, Older Escobar.
Let's go, Revolution!
Escobar's getting some good international experience. He's had 6 international call-ups with Guatemala. Made a senior team debut last November in a friendly against Jamaica. Good acceleration on the outside, sent in and headed off the line, out of play. It's going to be another corner here for Philadelphia. In swinging ball, J.D. Gunn has it. New England have no corners to their name, no shots to their name. It has been a struggle on the offensive side. The best build-up for Revs 2, negated by the offside flag. Suarez will play it over to McIntosh. Gabo easily dealing with that, winning possession back for the Union. Westfield sending it in. Settled on the far side. Soria was offside. Mistimed his run. Soria comes to Philadelphia from Argentina's first-tier league. Played for Godoy Cruz. 9th appearance of the season for Soria, the 19-year-old. Sheridan with a good ball to Westfield to start this passage of play. Trying to find Soria on a run. It'll be a throw in here for Philadelphia. Good challenge from Pierre. Trickle to Ngabo. Poor turn there from Philly, ends the effort. Sullivan trying to get in the act defensively here. It's sprayed to the far side. Flag is up again. This has been a demonstration of strength from Philadelphia, making known why they are the top team in the East. They will certainly be a challenger for the MLS Next Pro Championship. You see Cincinnati right behind them in the standings. And Philadelphia feels like they're at their full strength from the Next Pro perspective. They've got plenty of weapons to contend with, and that's really not even including Sullivan. That's his first goal at the Next Pro level. They've reached the top of the East without major goal contributions from Sullivan. If he gets into the picture, watch out. And another corner kick here for Philadelphia. Another in-swinging ball. Gunn has it with ease. 42nd minute, 2-0 Philadelphia. It's hard to ask more out of J.D. Gunn in goal on either of those scores for Philadelphia. The first header well out of his reach, not expecting that sort of glancing deflection from his right back. And then, of course, Sullivan just went unmarked for far too long. Dribble that deep into the box without any defender stepping up, leaving your keeper with all sorts of problems in a moment like that. Free kick here for Philly. Even with the 2 goals, Philadelphia's expected goals only at .22 right now. And conversely, New England, of course, 0 with their 0 shots taken. Played towards the 6. They're trying to target Pierre again. Watch out here now. Pinballing around the 6. New England ultimately able to get it off the line. Like Macania had a chance to get a shot off for a moment. Westfield, good touch. Olney sprays it center. Shot ripped here. Deflected high. Davis only able to get a little bit under that. And harmless in the end. Revolution are treading water right now. 44th minute, 2-0 Philly. Sullivan giving this chase, making things difficult. Suarez, first touch nearly let him down. Whistle on Pierre. New England find a goal before the end of the half here. Heading to the locker room with a bit more confidence. Very disappointing first 40-plus minutes here at home. Williams was encouraged despite the 1-0 loss to Cincinnati on the road last week. Saw a lot of positive things. I wonder what his thoughts are 45 minutes into this one. Westfield retrieves. As you take another look at what was nearly the third goal a couple of times. We'll get back to that in a moment. Can't, well, it feels like you got to keep your eyes peeled at all times right now for what Philadelphia's been doing, how quickly they can advance possession. 6 minutes of stoppage time here to conclude the first half.
A minimum of 6 minutes of stoppage time.
And 2 goals in the hydration break and concussion protocol. Plenty of time to add on here. Back to Klein. Klein signed with New England this past March, joined the academy last year. Better here from New England. Hassanwi. Nearly one-handed in goal by Sheridan. Williams was talking about the inconsistency. He says in some games, create a bunch of opportunities, score some goals, and other games we're just not able to do that. So overall, I think we just got to continue to get better in all aspects of the game. attacking and defending over 90 minutes. Plenty of time to get on the right page here. Even if goals do not come in the second half, I'm sure he wants to see a better spirit about themselves offensively and at least put Sheridan under a little bit of pressure the rest of the way. It's turned into quite a nice night in New Hampshire. Rain has subsided. It's a brighter half for the road team at the moment. Very comfortable right now. Now they've outscored their opponents 6-0 over the last 3 halves of play. Good challenge right at midfield by Berdacio, a 21-year-old from Bolivia. This is chased down by Vasquez. One-on-one on the flank. Vasquez delivers it in. A little bit too tall for Davis to contend with. Will be goal kick for New England. You have to give a lot of credit in this first half to what the back four for Philadelphia has been able to put together. Westfield, Macagna, Pierre, Berdacio, they've been excellent. Very few gaps or open spaces for New England to take advantage of. Pierre just keeps getting better and better. He's only 16 years old and only the 3rd academy player to be signed to a next pro contract. Pierre, of course, a contributor to the U19 youth national team as well. Marlon LeBlanc was talking about him, said he looked like a man amongst boys at the GA Cup. Anybody who watched that was able to see. He dominated completely. Westfield delivering this ball in. Davis able to guide it towards goal. Pierre nearly had a header for a goal earlier in the half. Watch this again into your screen. Decent run there from Davis. I'll tell you what, he was unmarked. It was a good enough distribution where Davis certainly perhaps could have done a little bit more with that. Calderon was closest to him. Athletic play from Sheridan coming out of net there. Vasquez on the inline, won by New England. Haznawi got it through. Diarbion in the box. Plays it central and lost possession. It's the most New England have threatened over the course of the evening thus far. Diarbion just unable to locate a teammate. Open spaces are closing down quickly tonight. Flag stays down again here. Diarbion, a second crack at it. What will he do this time? He pivots right and his shot is deflected into the hands of Sheridan. Very business-like defensive effort from Macagna. Watch him close it down here. And then the second time, almost the same exact spot. How about that? Olufu Macagna, the 20-year-old, comes from South Africa's first-tier league. A pair of opportunities for Diarbion. Nothing in the end. Halftime whistle blows. What a half from Philadelphia Union. It's a 2-0 lead on the road at New England. Continuing where they left off after their 4-0 win over Toronto. Philly is rolling. And after 45 minutes of play, It's a 2-0 lead off the own goal, and a moment to cherish from Kevin Sullivan. His first professional goal comes here at Willett Stadium. Southern New Hampshire University and Philadelphia Union have a 2-0 lead at the half. Coming up, Michelle introduces us to a pair of Philly Union 2 players. That's coming up after the break here on MLSNextPro.com.
Messi! La pelota para que contact and a shot goal! Querida, qué golazo! Magnifique frappe! Really sweet. Ahí está el centro. Gol! Para Maxi Mesa para pegarle. Maxi le pegó. Fuerza. Al frente. Servicio. El tiro. Con autoridad el centro. A la izquierda en las afueras del área le pega, golazo. Amor al gol. Parte externa, va a definir Chicho.
Vamos, dale pues, vamos allá, muerte más loco como solo tú lo sabes, así es, con las manos en la cabeza, sacúdete, sacúdete, mira, sacúdete.
45 minutes down here in Manchester. It's 2-0 to Philadelphia Union, continuing the good times of this 2024 campaign. No issues in the first half at New England. Very business-like effort and up by a pair of goals after 45 minutes. Glad to have you with us as part of MLS Season Pass. I'm AJ Ricketts. Michelle Montaigne recently got to meet a pair of players with Philadelphia Union 2, CJ Olney and David Vasquez.
What's up, guys? Today we're sitting down with CJ Olney out of Philadelphia Union 2. CJ, thank you for chatting with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, now as a professional playing in MLS Next Pro, what did it feel like to play in your first pro match?
It was really cool, especially that I got to start in my first pro match, my first real pro match of the season, and I scored as well. So it was a really cool feeling. It was definitely different. It was way more physical, way faster, but I loved the challenge. It was great to get out there and have a good performance, even though we lost, but getting the first game out of the way, getting all the nerves out was really cool.
All right, you mentioned a couple of firsts there. You also signed your first MLS Next Pro official contract. What are the emotions that came with the signing?
Yeah, it was a dream come true. I mean, ever since I was 2-3 years old, I've always loved soccer. It was always my goal to become a professional, looking up to the big guys. And it was just a really cool moment for me. It was a full circle moment for me and my family and all my friends. It was awesome.
You're one of the young stars, the young up-and-coming names as part of this Philadelphia Union pipeline. What do you think makes you guys so successful from really bottom to top?
I think just our team chemistry, we all go to school together, we all hang out outside of the field together. It's just the vibe and the environment and the team. We're always together, even if we're not all trained together, some are with the 17, some with the first team, whatever the case may be. Just our team chemistry and how we'll always fight for each other no matter what. I think that's what makes our group so special.
I just talked with your head coach, and he kind of mentioned the same thing, the amount of time that you guys spend together. Why do you like being kind of in that environment?
It feels like a family, like moving away from my actual home to come here. It feels like a home away from home, living in the residency house with 11 other boys, to go into school with all my teammates. It just feels much less of a team environment, more of like a family and more connected on and off the field, which makes it so much better.
Because I'm sure there are many memories from living in that environment. What are maybe one or two of your favorite from your time here with the club?
One or two from residency or from the school and like everyone?
You can choose.
Residency? There's too many to pick from, but just the nights when we all go into the basement together and we're all hanging out playing FIFA, playing Call of Duty and all that stuff, and just competing, playing games, having fun, just everyone together. It's really fun. Playing two-touch outside almost every night, a lot of fun. And then obviously all the away games, going out with all your friends, going on walks, playing cards, cornhole, whatever it is at the hotel. It's just a lot of fun being able to bond with the team.
All right, now CJ, last one. I know you're still, building up the legacy, if you will, building up the career, but as you think about your future and what you hope to achieve, what is kind of the North Star for CJ Olney?
Obviously, want to play in the biggest games possible, play in the World Cup, Champions League, all that stuff. I'd say that's my biggest goal, is to make it to the highest level possible and just continue to grow as a person and as a player at any level.
Well, we love watching it happen. So thank you so much, CJ. We appreciate the time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're joining you today from the city of brotherly love. We have two guys who love each other like brothers. Now we're sitting down with David Vasquez. David, thank you for the time.
Thank you for having me.
The feeling of playing in your first MLS Next Pro match, how was it?
I mean, it was kind of unexpected for me. We played this one team. It was just kind of, they just told me, oh, we're going to throw you on this flight. And, if you play, you play. If not, then, you can just go. So when they told me to warm up, it was just kind of, my emotions kind of rised. And when they told me, oh, you're going to come in, I was really stoked, and their fan base was incredible. Once I got in, they were chirping at me, but I loved it, and I thought I had a great performance. Although we lost, it was good to go out there and make the debut for the second team. Being a homegrown player, getting to sign a homegrown contract, what are the emotions that came along with that milestone? Well, I mean, it was a process. From the academy and all that, the emotions were high, especially when I got the homegrown. But now that I have it, it's a job now, and I'm trying to work my way up. First to get on that roster spot and hopefully get my debut as time goes by. So just kind of working towards that. Your coach, when I talked to him, you were another name that he pointed out as one of the young up-and-comers who's making an impact for the club. How do you stand out when you have a club that's so full of young, rich talent? Well, honestly, knowing how to play with the people around you. A lot of the guys, we play with them in the academy, so, like CJ said, we have that bond and that chemistry with them on the field. So it just kind of, for me, just kind of playing free, playing my game, and just working with our young guys and our team around us, and just playing our game. I mean, everyone's gonna work for us. Everyone's gonna put in 100%. So if we all do it together, we can get the outcome that we want. CJ mentioned how close you guys are, both on and off the pitch. Being in that environment within this club, what are maybe some of your favorite memories from the time you've spent there in Chester? Well, there's a lot, but I probably would say, I kind of don't want to copy CJ here, but just going on away trips is a good one. But here in Chester, just trainings, and then just kind of after trainings, you just kind of do little shoot arounds, or let's see who has the best touch, and all that. As well as special birthdays, we tend to do. We get a bunch of water, we make a tunnel, and we just kind of throw a bucket of water at each other. So that's probably one of the better memories here. There's a lot to choose from, but those are the ones I could think about on the top of my head.
I love it. Birthdays and trainings. Anyone who says trainings is definitely meant to be a soccer player. All right, David, as you think about your future and all that you hope to achieve, how do you feel like MLS Next Pro can help you achieve some of those goals?
Oh, well, no, MLS Next Pro is going to help me. The league is just like one step below the professional level. It's still professional level, but it's also people that are trying to reach that pro level. So they're going to give it all they got. So for me, it's just kind of like they're kind of pushing me to get to that next level. So it's just going out there and just working as best as I can.
We're excited to see you get to that next level, David. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you for having me.
Vamos, dale pues, mamá ya muerte. Más loco como solo tú sabes. Así es, con las manos en la cabeza. Sacúdete, sacúdete, mira, sacúdete.
All right, MLS store, I need something fresh and clean. Let's see what you got. I need that in my size. So I like this. Cream on cream. The fit is cold. Ice cream. You like that?
Messi! ¡Con la pelota para que quede!
Contact and a shot goal!
¡Mamita querida, qué golazo! Magnifique frappe! Really, really sweet. Ahí está el centro. ¡Gol! Para Maxi Mesa para pegarle. Maxi le pegó. Fuerza. Al frente. Servicio. El tiro.
Con autoridad el centro. A la izquierda en las afueras del área le pega. ¡Golazo!
Amor al gol. Parte externa para definir Chicho.
Second half starting momentarily in Manchester. 2-0 to Philadelphia Union, a dominating, commanding first half performance here at Willett Stadium. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. Philadelphia didn't waste a lot of time. Less than 15 minutes in, probing and forcing New England to make a mistake here defensively. It's the own goal from McIntosh. Westfield will celebrate. He was closest to it. Second look, center your screen. Sandwiched in between a pair of defenders, and it goes right by J.D. Gunn for the first goal of the match. Second goal didn't come that much longer later. 18th minute now. Kevin Sullivan, watch the burst of speed. No hesitation towards the box and unleashes his first professional goal. There very well may be many more of those to come. The 14-year-old is the youngest goal scorer in the history of this young league. Less than 15 years of age, embraced by his teammates. What a career potentially ahead for Kevin Sullivan. Nearly got a third here as Pierre got inside the 6. Just couldn't keep it down. Philadelphia out shooting their opponents 8-1 in the first half. There are a couple of opportunities right at the end of the first half for New England. That one unable to get to goal from Gavork-Diarbian, the 22-year-old from Providence. And then just moments later, he was kept onside. And it's really an identical situation here. He gets the shot off, but it's low quality and it's good recovery. Luther Makanya. That's the lone shot in the first 45 minutes for New England. Taking a look at the first half stats, we mentioned the 8-1 advantage in shots taken for Philadelphia Union, just .05 expected goals with that one shot opportunity for Revs 2. 10-3 advantage in touches in the opponent's box for Philadelphia, +5 in the final third entries as well. We're just about set to get going. Here we go, second half. Union and Revs 2, what sort of adjustments might Richie Williams make to search for a bit more offensive punch here in the second half? Really nothing to lose. Revs have lost 4 out of 5. Trying to get something momentum-wise here at home against the top team in the league. See how aggressive they do decide to be. Westfield, get it by McIntosh. A little flick on back heel by CJ Olney, who you heard from at the halftime break. Olney was taken down. Looks like he's still on the pitch. Westfield wins it back. Well, plays it forward. The flag goes up there. Soria was hoping he wouldn't hear the whistle, and it did blow. No substitutes for either side after that halftime break. I mentioned the defensive efforts from Philly in that first half. Give a lot of credit to this Philadelphia midfield as well, really shutting down any offensive opportunities. He's on the edge of the area there. New England earns their first corner kick of the match. To that point, Olney, Vasquez, and Gambo, they're doing a good job making things difficult for New England as part of their build-ups. First corner kick for Revs 2. Decent ball in, headed off the line by Makanya. Asnawi straight to Westfield. Sullivan pursuing, and Asnawi won't mess around with this. All the way back to J.D. Gunn. Gambo there. Gambo coming over from the Danish First League. This is good from New England here. Oh, just overran it. Still with a chance. Shot was taken, deflected into the goal as the flag stayed down. New England is celebrating. That's a goal, 2-1, game on. Patrick Leal scores, third of the season, and that's a response here to begin the second half. Watch Leal, he's with the ball here. Excellent touch to get by the initial defender. It looks like the sequence would end after the pass was behind Escobar, but Leal winds up with it and scores the goal. There was some immediate consternation from Philadelphia that could have been offside. Whistle not blown, in New England very much back into this match. So at the moment, it appears the tune of this match will more closely resemble a close game New England was just a part of against Cincinnati, more so than the thrashing that Philadelphia gave Toronto last time out. He just doesn't quit on the play. And now Leal looking to make things happen again. Keeps this in play along the far sideline. Things are on here for New England. Escobar couldn't keep possession. Trickles back to Revs to switch to the near side. Monis at the 18. To the left foot, it's blocked by Westfield. McIntosh couldn't keep it in play. This is all very much a better look, though, from New England in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Calderon defending here. Osorio is pleading for a foul. Good recovery by Calderon. Looked for a moment as Osorio sprinted right by him. Al Hasnawi at midfield. Appeals for a handball are not heard. New England advances forward. They get it through here. Diarbion lost it. Diarbion out of Providence College. 10 starts, or 11 now, excuse me, in 16 games played this year. JD Gunn figuring where to go with this. Calderon will send it to midfield. Pierre sends it right back. New England with already more shots taken in the first 5 minutes of this half than they had in the entire first 45. McIntosh taps it to Monis. Sent back to midfield. Flag was up. Leal, the goal scorer, goes to McIntosh. Now it's Monis. McIntosh. It's like a much more even matchup right now. Pierre shields off. Malcolm Fry was trying to get around the center back. Seeing more aggressive actions on the wing. Good one-touch passing from New England. Been a better connection between the midfield and the flanks. You see it again here. This time Malcolm Fry carrying the ball forward. Leal's calling for it in the center of the screen. Fry accelerates across the mouth of goal, right to Sheridan. Fry did well to evade Pierre there and at least get the ball through. It was right to Sheridan, though. That was spilled at all. Diarbion might have been there to clean that up. Talk about growing into the game. Much more of a spirit about them. New England here in the second half. Free kick here for Philly. Only knocked back a little bit, but more than capable of mixing this momentum with a quick strike of their own. Westfield looking for teammates along the near touch line. Great ball into Sullivan across the mouth of goal, deflected around and sent back. Sullivan put that in a dangerous spot. Gets it back here from Westfield. Sullivan towards goal. It's a one-hopper handled by Gunn. It looked like Sullivan was trying to distribute this ball, and it ended up nearly as a goal here. Gunn had to stretch, get parallel with the ground, and make sure that wouldn't slip by him. And Sullivan had it right back with his left foot. That towards goal. Gunn able to secure that one a little bit easier that time. I said it seconds before that sequence. Philadelphia more than capable of making this a 2-goal game very quickly. Westfield to Sullivan was nearly the connection that did it there. May not have resulted in the goal right there, but how much confidence is Kevin Sullivan playing with tonight? First professional goal off that record homegrown contract. And look, American soccer fans have learned the hard way. It's better not to place unnecessary expectations on young, exciting prospects. Let them grow, develop, and if they're ready for the real deal, that will show. Jim Curtin alluded to that as much in talking about Sullivan. As this is played forward, there's the flag. Soria was hoping that would stay down. Jim Curtin said, when the time is right, the game tells the truth. You can trick it for a game or two or a half, but over the course of a season, he said, if Cavan has a season where it shows that he's above the level in MLS, we'll move on in time. Substitutions here in the 57th minute. Periano, the former Duke Blue Devil, set to enter, along with Randy Menendez.
That's correct, bro.
Menendez, the 20-year-old from Ecuador, come in here momentarily. Sullivan will play it wide. Gabo. Vasquez. Good possession here from Philly. Vasquez on the wing. Great move inside, dispatching his defender. Vasquez towards the touchline, clipping it across. Only one white jersey in the area. And New England will send it to the other side of the pitch.
Let's go,
This match is brought to you by Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar, Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. First 8 or so minutes of this second half, all New England. Philadelphia looking back, looking more like their first half selves once again. Here's Sullivan. Vasquez. Just a little bit out in front of Westfield. Good ideas there in the build-up. Morris will send it back. Also here, the Periano is set to come in for Sullivan, so just a couple more minutes for the goal scorer. I should say the lone goal scorer for Philadelphia today. McIntosh having the own goal for New England. Diarbion fighting for it. Looks like that should be a corner. They may whistle a foul. Yeah, will be a free kick for Philadelphia there. Pariano, Eminenza set to come on. Here's another look at the foul. Is again, well done defensively by Macania. Just the slightest of shoves from Diarbion. It is enough to elicit the whistle. Kevin Sullivan's day is complete. It's a match she will remember here in Southern New Hampshire. Bigger goals to come in meaningful matches, but there's always something special with each level ahead with the first goal. He's put in plenty in the academy, and now the next pro level, that's his first. He exits here an hour in. And it says in for Ngabo. Well, even with the recent questions Philadelphia has been asking of this New England back four, the refs too should feel much more confident in what they're capable of here in the final 30 minutes. It has not been as one-sided. It has not felt as uneven. New England have had a number of opportunities here in the first 15 minutes of the second half. Can they put it together again? I give a lot of credit to Patrick Leal, not giving up on the play, not quitting on the sequence when his pass inside the box was behind Escobar. Continued to put himself in a dangerous spot. And when the ball rolled to him, he was ready for that moment. Did feel more a result of excellent hustle and work rate rather than individual brilliance, perhaps, if you will. I wonder if that's what it will take to get a second goal on this Philadelphia Union outfit here today. Klein trying to win possession back. Trickles back to Leal. There are runners on here for New England. Into the box, dispossessed. Excellently done along the right side. I believe that was Berdacio. McIntosh reads the pass here. Wants it back, does receive it. Good distribution. McIntosh denied by Westfield on the cross. And it's not a corner kick. Good job by Westfield. Sling back, timing it right, and immediately appealed for possession. Westfield started every match, just signed a next pro contract. LeBlanc said he's been a key part of our team's success this year. We're happy to reward him with that pro contract. Watch out here now, though. A lot of open space here for Philadelphia. Invited to shoot. It's right to J.D. Gunn. It's another shot on goal. Nobody stepping up there in that moment for New England. It nearly was a perilous moment. You don't want to give Vasquez all that space. He's got a pair of goals this season. Wasn't that off from picking up his third. Speaking of first teams, New England got back to their winning ways on a Wednesday night. Able to get a 2-1 victory over Atlanta United at Gillette Stadium. Prior to that, New England had just seen their run of 4 consecutive league wins come to an end. They've been playing a lot better, aside from that 5-1 loss at home against Columbus. Off to that dreadful start this year in a totality of won 7, just 7 of their 19 MLS matches. But Caleb Porter's side, better form as of late. Taking on Seattle tonight at 10:30 Eastern, who are unbeaten in their last 8 home games, 5 wins and 3 draws, so a tough task. And Lumen tonight. Open space for Escobar to work with. Escobar tapping it forward. Moniz shoots! Just wide. Missed the target. Able to get that by Macania. It was a good angle. Or Westfield, excuse me, the closest to it. Good ball from Westfield. Vasquez takes a peek back, does keep it in play. CJ Olney. Little flick on. Vasquez tried to play it center. Really will keep it here. Nice hits. Calderon makes a mistake there. It will be a corner kick for the Union. First professional start here at MLS Next Pro today for Calderon, 22-year-old. Signed a contract 3 days ago. It's been a couple of years at Cal State Fullerton after a year with Navy. Representing Puerto Rico's national team. 67th minute, 2-1 Union. Vasquez into the box. Off the volley here, second ball. Gunn helps push that out of play. Edward Davis came charging in, trying to tap home the rebound. J.D. Gunn just enough was helped out by Suarez. Watch again here. Off the volley, like that was Macania trying to get the goal. It will be a corner. Really plays it short. Mariano. Disrupted. Philly still with it. Good job by Calderon there. Couldn't keep it in play as he rushed towards the sideline. It was a better moment there from Calderon, who moments ago had just conceded the corner kick. Only the Vasquez. Calderon's there to cover it again.
Let's go Revolution!
Take a look at the second half numbers, and we mentioned it was much more even. That's reflected in the stats. 4 shots apiece. 0.58 expected goals for New England, just 0.15 for Philly here in the second half. McIntosh trying to get it back. Macania there defensively. Balled around for a moment, and now Vasquez. Like a foul might have been called there, but advantage was played. Moniz keeps his dribble. Moniz trying to play it down the line to Diarbion. Macania. Should be a goal kick. Moniz is going to go into the book here for that previous sequence. I think that was when we mentioned advantage was played. Yeah, right here. Felt like that was a tad late. Monas now on a yellow. New England have not gone to their bench yet. 2 substitutes for Philly, again in Pariano and Meneses. Admirable response here in the second half for New England, who certainly have had some tough times over the course of this year, and coming off a 1-0 loss last week. Back home, immediately going down 2-0. You wonder what kind of resolve and fight they'd be able to show here in the final 45 minutes. Richie Williams certainly getting a good response from his club. That's all you can ask for, what they've done, even in just 25 minutes here in the second half. Can they continue this push? A team that sits in 12th in the Eastern Conference against the league leaders. They have not backed down since finding themselves down 2-0. Westfield settles. Clipping it forward. Calderon send it out of play. So a couple subs there in midfield set to come in momentarily. They will come in now. So a pair of them here for New England. Alex Parvu is coming on. Will come in for McIntosh. Josh Bulma, the University of Maryland product, also in as well. United Healthcare is proud to help the New England Revolution defend the fort. 72nd minute. Bulma, by the way, coming in for Escobar. Looking for that third goal here. Watch out now. And Gunn able to get to the ground just in time. Pariano nearly made it 3-1. New England quickly down the pitch. Trickle harmlessly to Sheridan as Josh Bulma now operating on the left side. Watch again here. Off the throw-in, it's all developed very quickly. Vasquez on an excellent run from Pariano from the center of the pitch. Just didn't strike that with enough quality. Vasquez has done very well on the ball here in the course of the second half. We've said his name quite often. So Escobar and McIntosh again on the bench here for New England. First 2 substitutes used for Revs 2. That's a foul defensively. Getting Eric Klein there. Free kick here for Philadelphia. J.D. Gunn able to leap up and make the play. Just a little bit over 15 minutes to work with here for New England. Numbers forward. Boma on the flank. Fresh into the match, he'll lay it back. Patrick Leal, the goal scorer. Into the corner. Al Hassanwi sends it in. Sheridan there. Calderon has been more of a presence defensively here in the last few minutes. Monis down the pitch once again. Overlapping run on the near side by Leal. Gives it right back to Monis. He shoots. A whistle behind the play. A little shoving after as well. It's been building up over the match. Sheridan with a bear hug for Macania. There'll be a conversation here. Monis has to be careful. He is on a yellow. See the consternation after the play. Wasn't quite sure what blew the play dead, if it was an offside before the sequence advanced or a foul behind. Some contact here will lead to a free kick.
Yeah, he knows. This guy knows.
There's Diarbion on the pitch. Quick restart here for New England. Parvu. Back to Leal. New England is able to equalize. Wind up with 2 points out of this, perhaps, in a shootout. Would undoubtedly be one of the signature moments of this season. 2-goal comeback against the league leaders at home. Our second half hydration break here now in the 77th minute. The temperatures have been in the 80s today in New Hampshire. Let's take a match recap here of all 3 goals. Starting early in the first half. 12th minutes. Own goal from Mario McIntosh. One of the brightest young players on this rep squad. Difficult moment there. Then in the 18th minute, Kevin Sullivan. This will be seen all over social media tonight. Youngest goal scorer in MLS Next Pro history. He's not even 15 years old yet. He's scoring professional goals. But New England fighting back, even with the errant pass. Watch Patrick Leal, middle of the screen. He was kept onside by Pierre and puts that one in. Make it a 2-1 match. Gave New England life. They have kept that energy and attacking spirit. They have more expected goals here in the second half. It's 0.58 to 0.35 in that department. 4 shots in the second half to the 1 somewhat weak and contested effort they had in the first half. It was not a shot of quality in the first 45 minutes. And you look at other stats that are going to give you a sign of how well you're operating offensively. Touches in the opponent's box, final third entries, both of those numbers with an advantage to New England as well. There's been a nice spirit about this side. Second 45, you don't often, maybe I won't say you don't often, but it's not every time a team in the bottom half of the standings, the bottom third of the standings, has the mental capacity to put things together in the second half for a formidable effort like this against a team of such quality like Philadelphia. This should give New England all sorts of confidence moving forward in this season. They try to put together a strong second half, get over the playoff line once again, where they reached the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Without the services of recent stars on this squad, New England. Of course, names like Esmir Bayraktarovic, Jack Panayutu, and have helped guide Revs 2 to recent success. Who might be next? Malcolm Fry has been the topic of conversation for someone to take over that goal-scoring role. 1 goal, 1 assist this season, beginning to sign that homegrown contract last November. They're very high on him. Marcos Diaz has been a great goal scorer. He's with the first team today, of course. And Alex Monis hasn't been able to get in the goal column here today thus far. He's tied for that team lead with Diaz with 5 goals. Monis spent a majority of his next pro career with Chicago Fire, too. Philadelphia is readying their 3rd substitute, Kyle Tucker. They're coming momentarily. 24-year-old out of Drexel. Tried to find Parvu on the far side. New England do get it back here, though. Bolma. Calderon. Parvu on the near side, excuse me. Space on the far side there for New England. They play a long diagonal ball. It's excellent as Fry settles. Fry trying to dispatch his defender. Here's Malcolm Fry. Shot ripped from well outside the box. Good effort in the end, though, for what it looks like was building up. No problem, though, for Sheridan. In the end, it is catching practice. Philadelphia would rather make sure efforts like that don't get taken in the first place, though. All the space in the middle of the pitch. Well done by Boma just to lay it off. Leandro Soria's day is complete. He'll come off. Kyle Tucker into the match for Philadelphia, 3rd substitute for this Union side. Tucker signed with Philly last July following his couple of years at Drexel. He's all CAA 2nd team for the Philadelphia program. Played with Chris Donovan in his time at Drexel. Time continuing to tick down here on New England's comeback efforts. Would love to send this to a shootout. Philadelphia has stemmed the tide. Has not been a perfect second half by any means. It really felt like it might be a runaway victory of sorts in the first 20 minutes. New England made sure that would not take place again for Marlon LeBlanc's side. Klein. This will be a throw-in for Philadelphia. New England trying to ensure this will not be a 5th loss in 6 matches. Philadelphia looking for back-to-back wins after their worst defeat of the season. Josh Bulma get involved off the bench. Bulma and Parvu, two substitutes. Bulma on the ball here. And Byam played back by Monis. Diarbion, excuse me, now Klein. Plays it forward. Things are on here. Malcolm Fry towards the touchline. Fry will lay it off. Parvu plays back. Here's Leal. His pass glanced off a defender. The build-up broken in the end. Well done there by Davis to intercept. Kanya carrying it forward. Here's Tucker, just entered the match. You see on the right side of your screen, Diarbion. Don't know if he's cramping, what the case is here. Trying to stretch out his quad. Athletic training staff on to attend to Diarbion, the 22-year-old from Providence. 2 goals and 4 assists this year. His first MLS Next Pro season after graduating from Providence last year. And it looks like Diarbion's day will be complete. Andre Bielajac, 19-year-old from Serbia, set to enter. First season for Bielajac with Revs 2. Best performance probably came at the end of March against Carolina Core when he led his team with 3 shots in that match. First season in the Next Pro ranks will try to make a difference here in the final couple of minutes here. You wonder how much stoppage time there may be. We had 6 minutes in the first half with all the stoppages in play. Could realistically say this possibly could be a 2-2 match. It possibly could be a 3-1 match. Both sides have had their opportunities. Is this another one here for New England? Played center, took a glance off the head. Here's Bulma to his left. Josh Bulma's shot is blocked. It's parried out to midfield. Now played across. Gunn's gonna stay on his line here. Philadelphia looking to ice the cake, put the icing on the cake here, and it's sent out of play. J.D. Gunn happy with that defensive recovery. Let's watch again. It eventually settles with Bulma. Does well to hesitate, shift to his left. With the ensuing deflection, gave Philadelphia an opportunity. C.J. Olney was off to the races. And in no hurry to take this corner kick here. '89th minute, 2-1 Philadelphia. Driven central, New England first to it. Chested down, shot ripped, it's over the crossbar. Macano is trying to find a way. He's been involved in these set pieces. There's been a lot of traffic when he's tried to put one on goal A couple of times he has.
Substitution, number 58, Gavin Wetzel. And number 42.
So Wetzel will come in for Berdacio. Gavin Wetzel, 17-year-old, promoted to the academy. And Carlos Rojas, the 20-year-old Venezuelan, entering as well, come in for Davis. Wetzel is part of that Union U17 side that won the MLS Next Cup a couple of years ago. Sheridan boots it to the other side. Rojas was signed last May by Philadelphia. Rojas, 9 caps, 8 start for Venezuela's U20 national team. 5 minutes of stoppage time added. New England playing it long. Time is of the essence here. It's Malcolm Fry on the wing. Gonna play it forward. And it's off the netting. Boma will hustle for the corner kick. Two advantage in corner kicks taken for Philadelphia today. In swinger, dealt with. Back to the corner, it's Leal. High in the air, catching practice for Sheridan. Well, regardless of final result here, New England have plenty of things they can take from this match. The clear question will be, how can they incorporate their style of play in the second half across the majority of their games? The inconsistency that Richie Williams was talking about pregame, that was on clear display here today. It really looked like two different sides from one half to the next. They can play this even against the Philadelphia side. Had a lot of their really strong pieces in the starting 11 today. New England should feel confident about what they can do down the road. This will be a throw here for Philadelphia at the moment. From Philly's perspective, probably should be understood. Not every match will be score lines to the tune of 4-0. It looks like it may be again here today. New England at home showed some more fights. A pair of road games back-to-back for Philly. Yeah, you wouldn't expect a 6-0 scoreline. It's still 6-1 in the past 2 matches here for Philadelphia if they can close off this match. The most exciting aspect of all of this was the first professional goal from Kevin Sullivan. So much has been talked about this young player. You wonder too, with this goal here today, and this being his 4th start, does he get a chance before the end of the month at the MLS level? Does he break the record Freddie Adu for youngest player to play in the league? It's about 2 minutes or so left here for New England. They do claim a corner. I think that is a corner. Not sure exactly if it went to the right or left side of the flag. No, it was the left. Sent in here, across the box. Oh, nearly the game-tying goal. Oh, wow. Josh Boma was in the right place at the right time. That close to 2-2. Just probing for any sort of opportunity, and Boma honestly would have loved to have that, a second crack at that. The whole right side of the net was there. That was a miscue defensively for Philadelphia. Marlon LeBlanc is incensed on the sideline on that tackle, and a card is issued. And it is on Eric Klein. Blanc, former Penn State Nittany Lion, former head coach at West Virginia. Long, successful head coaching career, and his Union side are just seconds away from a victory here. As New England have one last gasp in them. Monis trying to get around. The sequence is ended there, the flag going up on the foul. This might be it here. Seconds left for New England to work with. New England do have a throw. Get it in quickly. And a free kick. Klein went to the pitch. Kyle Tucker can't believe it. And New England's going to throw everybody forward here. Here's some consternation from the Phillies sideline. Why are we still playing? Last chance here for New England. Patrick Leal will provide the service. Tucker will trot back to help defend. Another quick whistle. The jostling before the kick is taken here. This is it for New England. Hoping to send this to a shootout at home. Whistle blows. Here's Leal. Into the box, headed away. Final whistle blows. Philadelphia Union have won 3 of their past 4. They hold on for a 2-1 victory here today. A valiant second half fight from Revolution, but it was not enough. Philadelphia secures the victory, and it's back-to-back wins following their loss to Red Bulls. It's Philadelphia 2, New England 1 here today in Manchester. Sullivan, the man of the match, presented by Adidas. First professional goal. No doubt about it. Stepped up inside the box, took his shot with confidence. Tim Sullivan in the 18th minute. Put Philadelphia up 2-0. He is your Adidas man of the match. Many more of those to come for the young man who signed this MLS contract that made headlines all across the country. What a bright future ahead. His first professional goal here today. Big thanks to our entire production crew from Manchester. Your final score here today, Philadelphia Union 2, New England 1.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.